Let's take a nostalgic journey back to 1987 when Mel Brooks' Spaceballs took the world by storm with its side-splitting parody of sci-fi blockbusters. The film introduced us to unforgettable characters like Lone Star, Barf, and Dark Helmet, played by Bill Pullman, John Candy, and Rick Moranis. Now, 38 years later. In 2025, we're curious to see what these stars are doing today, from their early days in Spaceballs to their current endeavors. Let's find out how time has treated them. Number 1. Mel Brooks, born in 1926, was 61 when he directed and starred in Spaceballs as President Scroob and Yogurt. His role as the bumbling president and wise Yogurt showcased his comedic genius. Post-1987, Brooks continued to entertain with films like Life Stinks, Robin Hood Men in Tights, and Dracula Dead and Loving It. He also ventured into Broadway with The Producers, which won multiple Tony Awards, and later adapted it into a film. In 2025, at 99, Brooks remains active, having received an honorary Academy Award in 2024 and endorsing political figures. Number 2. John Candy. Born in 1950, was 37 when he played Barf in Spaceballs, bringing humor and heart to the half-dog, half-man character. Following the film, Candy starred in classics like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where he played Del Griffith and Uncle Buck. He also voiced characters in animated films like The Rescuers Down Under and produced Camp Candy. Tragically, Candy passed away in 1994 at the age of 43 from a heart attack, but his legacy as a comedic talent endures. Number 3. Rick Moranis. Born in 1953, was 34 when he portrayed Dark Helmet in Spaceballs. His deadpan delivery as the bumbling villain made the character iconic. After stepping away from acting to raise his children, Moranis returned with voice roles like Rut in Brother Bear. He also released comedy albums, earning a Grammy nomination, and reprised Bob and Doug McKenzie in recent years. He appeared on The Goldbergs and in commercials. As of 2025, at age 72, Moranis is set to appear in An Afternoon with SCTV. Number 4. Bill Pullman. Born in 1953, was 34 when he played Lone Star in Spaceballs. His performance as the charming hero showcased his comedic talents, post-Spaceballs. Pullman starred in hits like Sleepless in Seattle, where he played Meg Ryan's fiancé, and Independence Day as President Whitman. He also appeared on Broadway in The Goat and starred in TV series like The Sinner. In 2025, at age 72, Pullman remains active, with recent projects including Murdaugh Murders the Movie and the upcoming series The Burrows. Number 5. Daphne Zuniga. Born in 1962, was 25 when she portrayed Princess Vespa in Spaceballs. Her role as the spoiled princess who learns independence was both funny and empowering. After the film, Zuniga gained fame as Jo Reynolds on Melrose Place. She has since appeared in Hallmark movies and shows like NCIS and Fantasy Island. Zuniga has also directed films like Deadly Assistant. In 2025, at age 62, she continues to act and direct, maintaining her presence in entertainment. Number 6. Dick Van Patten. Born in 1928, was 59 when he played King Roland in Spaceballs. His comedic timing as the overprotective king added humor. Post-Spaceballs, Van Patten appeared in films like Robin Hood Men in Tights and TV shows such as Diagnosis Murder and Touched by an Angel. He co-founded Natural Balance Pet Foods and wrote 80 is Not Enough. Van Patten passed away in 2015 at age 86 from complications of diabetes, leaving a legacy in entertainment and business. Number 7. George Wyner. Born in 1945, was 42 when he played Colonel Sanders in Spaceballs. His character's catchphrase became a cult favorite. Post-Spaceballs, Wyner co-starred in Stephen Balko productions like Doogie Howser, M.D. and NYPD Blue, and appeared in over 100 TV series. His film roles included A Serious Man. In 2025, at age 79, Wyner remains active, continuing his prolific career across film and television. Number 8. Michael Winslow. Born in 1958, was 29 when he played the radar technician in Spaceballs. His sound effects added humor to the role. Post Spaceballs, Winslow continued with the Police Academy series and hosted Way Back Wednesday. He also created sound effect apps and appeared on America's Got Talent. In 2025, at age 67, Winslow remains active, recently featured in articles about his ongoing career. Number 9. Joan Rivers. Born in 1933, was 54 when she voiced Dot Matrix in Spaceballs. Her sharp wit brought the robot character to life. Post Spaceballs, Rivers hosted talk shows designed for QVC and co-hosted E's red carpet events. She also starred in reality shows and released books. Rivers passed away in 2014 at age 81 from complications during a medical procedure, leaving behind a legacy of bold comedy. Number 10. Lorene Yarnell Jansson. Born in 1944, was 43 when she physically portrayed Dot Matrix in Spaceballs. Her mime skills brought the robot to life. Post Spaceballs, Yarnell's career was less prominent. She moved to Norway in 1998. She passed away in 2010 at age 66 from a ruptured intracranial aneurysm. Though her screen time was limited, her performance remains a cherished part of the film. Number 11. John Hurt. Born in 1940, was 47 when he made a cameo as himself in Spaceballs. Post Spaceballs, Hurt's career flourished with roles in The Field, Contact, and as Mr. Ollivander in the Harry Potter series. He also played the War Doctor in Doctor Who. Hurt passed away in 2017 at age 77 from pancreatic cancer, leaving behind a storied career across film and television. Number 12. Sal Viscuso. Born in 1948, was 39 when he played the radio operator in Spaceballs, providing comic relief with his voice work. Post-1987, Viscuso continued acting, appearing in Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman as Bobby Bigmouth, and Port Charles as Ronnie Price. He also voiced the public address announcer in MASH. In 2025, at age 77, Viscuso remains active, starring in the stage production of The Elephant Man as Car Gom and involved in the upcoming film American Seagull. He also volunteers with the Unusual Suspects Theater Company, mentoring at-risk youth. Number 13. Ronny Graham. Born in 1919, was 68 when he played the minister in Spaceballs, bringing comedic flair to the role, a versatile talent. Graham co-wrote screenplays for To Be or Not to Be and Spaceballs, collaborating with Mel Brooks. Post-1987, he appeared in Life Stinks, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, and The Substance of Fire, and had guest roles on TV shows like Murder, She Wrote. Graham passed away on July 4, 1999, at age 79 from liver disease, leaving a lasting legacy in comedy and entertainment. Number 14. Jim J. Bullock. Born in 1955, was 32 when he played Prince Valium in Spaceballs, delivering a memorable performance as the Sleepy Prince, known for his comedic timing. Bullock starred as Monroe Ficus in Too Close for Comfort and Neil Tanner in Eyolf. Post-1987, he voiced Queer Duck in the animated series and appeared in various TV roles. In 2025, at age 70, Bullock's recent projects are not widely documented, but his contributions to 1980s comedy continue to be cherished by fans. Number 15. Leslie Bevis. Born in 1954, was 33 when she played Commanderette Zircon in Spaceballs, bringing a strong presence to the role, a former model. Bevis appeared in Alien Nation and Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Her last known role was in a Perry Mason mystery, The Case of the Jealous Jokester, in 1995. In 2025, at age 71, Bevis's recent activities are not publicly documented. but her performances in 1980s and 1990s sci-fi and TV remain appreciated by audiences. Number 16. Jim Jackman. Born in 1957, was 30 when he played Major Asshole in Spaceballs. Adding to the film's comedic ensemble, Jackman voiced characters in The Brave Little Toaster and appeared in My Stepmother is an Alien and Crazy, She's Beautiful. He also contributed to Spaceballs, the animated series. In 2025, at age 68, Jackman's recent activities are not widely known, but his roles in 1980s and 1990s films continue to be enjoyed by fans of comedy and animation. Number 17. Mike Pniewski. Born in 1961, was 26 when he played the laser gunner in Spaceballs. Contributing to the film's humor, Pniewski's career spans decades, with roles in Law & Order: Criminal Intent as Kenny Moran, We Are Marshall, and Richard Jewell. He also wrote and produced short films like Mend. In 2025, at age 64, Pniewski remains active, recently appearing in Hightown and Reptile, showcasing his versatility in film and television. Number 18. Sandy Helberg. Born in 1949, was 38 when he played Dr. Schlotkin in Spaceballs, showcasing his comedic talent. Helberg appeared in High Anxiety, History of the World, Part 1, and Mortal Kombat, and wrote for shows like The Golden Girls. In 2025, at age 76, Helberg's recent projects are not widely documented, but his contributions to comedy films and television in the late 20th century remain celebrated by fans. Number 19. Stephen Tobolowsky. Born in 1951, was 36 when he played the captain of the guard in Spaceballs, adding to the film's humor, known for roles in Groundhog Day and Memento. Tobolowsky has appeared in Deadwood, Heroes, and The Goldbergs. He hosts the Tobolowsky Files podcast and has authored several books. In 2025, at age 74, Tobolowsky continues to entertain with recent roles in The Goldbergs and his ongoing storytelling projects. Number 20. Jeff MacGregor. Born in 1957, was 30 when he played Snotty in Spaceballs. Contributing to the film's comedic moments, his career included roles in Welcome to 18 Winners Take All and Heart Condition in 1990. In 2025, at age 68, MacGregor's recent activities are not publicly documented, but his performance in Spaceballs remains a memorable part of his acting legacy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.